Welcome back to Motor Tic Mastery. I welcome you to Motor Tic Mastery if this is your first time on the channel. I healed my motor tic of 20 years that I had intensely, thousands of times a day. And on this channel I share my story, my teachings, my techniques and ideas on my journey of healing myself. In this short video I just want to share some thoughts about physical health, mental health and emotional health. Because it is in our society very normal now to look after our body. Like if somebody saw you running in a park back in the 50s or 60s, right, you would be looked at as if you were a weirdo. Why are you running? Who are you running from? You know, going for a jog and looking after the body wasn't a thing back then. It was an oddity to be jogging, or to go to the gym. There weren't gyms back then, you know. How things have changed over the last 50, 60, 70 years. Gyms now are ripe across our landscape, of this physical world in cities all over the world. And there must be tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of these gym things, specific places people go to look after the body, feel good, look good, and take better care of themselves. And this is great for the physical body. And the physical body is something that we see on a daily basis. It's very profound to us when you see something. So thus we focus on the physical things far more often. Yet beyond the physical things that we see, e.g. the tic, there is a mental and emotional world, and there's mental and emotional health as well. And so yes, it has been normalized in our society to physically look after the health of our body. But it hasn't been normalized in our society yet for us to understand how to look after our mental health, which is just as important, if not more important than our physical health from my experience. Especially if you have this condition, because if you have this condition, you already know your body is already screaming out for attention, for some help. Your body is ticking because there is something not in balance, there's something not quite right. And when you go into it and you start looking after yourself mentally and emotionally, you realize that this health, the mental health, is central to, is a central experience that you're having in every moment of your life, but most of us are oblivious to it. It is through the mental and emotional world that we experience our life. And so if your health of the mental, of the mind, and of your emotions and the feelings that you have are not nurtured and looked after and understood, and there isn't a strong awareness in them, then you are just flapping around in this reality, oblivious to the potentiality of what you can be, what you could create, and how you can live your life. Focusing on my mental and emotional health over the last 3, 4, 5-ish years on this journey of healing my motor tic has absolutely changed, completely and totally changed my life. It's changed my life for the better. It's allowed me to live in each moment with far more stillness in my mind. Because I'm much more still in my mind, it enables me to be more aware of everything that exists in each moment. So instead of the mind just running around like crazy, this thing, that feeling, I don't like that, I'm going to go over there, what about this, blah, 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 talking and holding things back. It's just like people are all over the fucking place. Excuse my language. I don't like to swear on YouTube. I don't think that's appropriate, is it? But I get wound up and I get very, this stuff is very passionate. I'm very passionate about these things. So, we have the physical health, we have the mental health, and we have the emotional health. And we realize and know and understand in our world the physical health is important to look after us. But as we move forward into 2020 next year, isn't that incredible? 2020 we're moving into. It's got to be in our society as important for every single one of us to be spending time looking after our emotional and mental health too. It's critical. It's essential to our beingness, to our very fabric of consciousness and our understanding of what is happening in this life and in this reality. And I know you're here probably because maybe you just want to stop a tic. But I promise you, when you use the tic as a compass in order to go into the subtle nature of the mind and the subtle nature of your emotions, you realize that the tic itself is yes, it's a symptom, or it's a reaction to something which is at dis-ease inside. But truly, when you use it as a compass, you realize that, oh wow, my whole life can get better. It's not just about anymore letting go of the tic, right? It's about becoming a better person, living a more fulfilling life, living a happier life, doing more of what you love, being better at your craft and art, loving your family and your friends more deeply. Because with a stronger and more balanced emotional and mental health, you learn that yes, the tic subsides, of course, but at the same time, everything is fuller, everything is bigger, your whole life becomes better. The entirety of your life becomes better when you use the tic as a tool to understand yourself better internally. And whether it's a chronic tic, whether it's a complex tic where it's just different things are happening in your body, whether it's Tourette's where it's so intense and you're having vocal tics as well as physical tics, like, it can be seen, this condition can be seen as a blessing. And I know that's such a difficult thing to hear. It's difficult for me to say it. But if it is seen as a blessing and you use it to introspect your internal world, you can change your life, as I have done. And I find so much joy in sharing what I've learned. So that's my little rant today on physical health, emotional health, and mental of mind health. It's not normal in our world to focus on our mental and emotional health, but it needs to become normal if we're going to help the tens of millions of adults across the UK who are on antidepressant or anti-anxiety pills, who have chronic mental conditions or illnesses like tics and all the other different types of conditions out there. Tics is just one expression of something that isn't right inside of us. And so, in this world we live, I encourage you, I really deeply encourage you to, really deeply encourage you to start bringing focus and attention into your mental health and your emotional health. There was such stigma associated with this topic when I was younger, but things are changing fast. I've experienced the incredibleness of this, and I wish you the best on your journey, and check out my other videos, and hopefully you'll find value in here somewhere on your path too, and on letting go of this condition, healing yourself. And I hope you've really enjoyed all of the people that walked past the back of this this video that I've just recorded. And some people are fascinated, you know, by what's going on. And some people want to look over. Some people are like embarrassed and just want to carry on doing their thing. And that curiosity that one has as a child, but is usually drilled out to us when we're adults, is a beautiful gift that I encourage you to discover again. Okay, beautiful people, take it easy, and I wish you the best.